My name is Kyle Henry. I've been a hockey fan for as long as I can remember. Huge Leafs fan for even longer than I can remember, pretty much since the day I was born. I just started collecting memorabilia about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Got real serious into it. It's always a joy meeting NHL players that so many people idolize. It's a pretty cool experience if you ask me. It's neat to see a superstar on your TV and look back and say, hey, I remember meeting them. And here we are.
My name is Phil English. I've been a hockey fan basically my entire life. Growing up just outside of Toronto, it was just easy and natural to become a Leafs fan. My whole family are Leafs fans. Especially every Saturday, we'd be sitting in front of the TV watching Hockey Night in Canada. It became a family tradition. I've been collecting memorabilia like pucks, jerseys, pictures, pretty seriously for the last 2 years. A buddy of mine named Audie James got me into getting autographs through the mail, and that kind of kick-started my desire to go out and meet players. It's a really nice hobby, it's really interesting, and I couldn't imagine my life without collecting sports memorabilia.
I really enjoy going to the Sport Card and Memorabilia Expo. I know that I could walk in there with a wallet full of money. I don't know what I'm going to buy, but I do know whatever I walk out with is going to be something decent.
The Sport Card and Memorabilia Expo is probably one of the biggest ones in the area per se in terms of guests and in terms of items you can find. And so it makes it a must attend every 3 to 4 months when they have it.
To be honest, I really enjoy spending money on memorabilia. Knowing that there's different cards, different jerseys, different pucks, all out there, just waiting to be bought, to me, is super exciting.
I genuinely love coming to these expos. There's always a little something for everybody, no matter what you're into. Of course, there's people who have these just insane collections who know what they are worth and will charge accordingly. However, for as many of those people, there's people with still just as amazing collections who are willing to work with you.
So we're not even in for 10 minutes, and there's already something that I've seen pop out of me, and I had to buy it.
That's kind of why I like having Kyle at these conventions. He's got a nose for finding things that you're looking for. He just like can sense it out. It's almost like a weird ability.
So Travis Dermott, graded 9, $10, couldn't pass it up. Let's go.
I'm not even surprised where we're in the door, not even 20 minutes, and he's already sniffed out like a sick Travis Dermott card for him.
Dermott is just an absolute stud. Honestly, one of the nicest athletes I've ever met. Whenever we've crossed paths, it's always been super cordial, super friendly. He really enjoys being a Toronto Maple Leaf, and he really enjoys the fan base. When we went to Leafs training camp there 2 years ago, Dermott was actually nice enough to record a little video for our friend Selena, also known as the Sports Girl.
Hey Selena, how's it going? Hopefully you're cheering loud for the boys in blue this year. Here you go, brother.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you.
Take care.
Thanks.
Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. I heard he's pretty good. Some would even say great. You could say he's a great one.
So Phil had told me to come over to this area so we could record something. So we walked over there. And then he's like, okay, wait out here. And I'm like, okay, a bit of a mixed emotions right now. Like, I don't know what's going on here.
So a couple weeks ago, it was Kyle's birthday, and I didn't get him a gift or anything because I knew we were coming here. And I know he's a huge Travis Dermott fan, so I traded a couple of cards that I had for a Travis Dermott Future Watch. Hey, buddy. So, what happened about 3 to 4 weeks ago? Like, what happened? What did a bunch of us go out for?
It was my birthday.
Out for your birthday. What did Phil get you?
Nothing.
Phil got him absolutely nothing. Well, Phil kind of traded in some cards here, and I know you're a big fan of this guy, so I got his Future Watch signed for you, of this guy right here.
Hey, my dude.
There's your nice
dude,
birthday gift right there, buddy. Happy birthday, man.
Oh, thank you.
What do you think? What do you think of it? Show it off here.
Hey.
I know he's a big fan of this guy, so he just bought the Young Guns and now he's got the Future Watch.
Getting the Dermott Future Watch is pretty cool. It's one of the higher cards you can get for his rookie collection, and it's honestly going to be in one of my prized possessions for quite a while.
I knew we were coming here. So I figured, you know what? Let me try to discreetly get something here. And they got a couple cards I was trying to get rid of. So there we go.
We walked the halls 2 to 3 times just to make sure that we seen everything that everybody had. We all of a sudden got hungry and decided we would go for lunch. So while at lunch, our friend slash camera girl Michelle had told me that she had AirPods for sale.
Is that kind of telling of 2019 that there's deals for AirPods going down in a Wendy's? I don't think I can think of anything more millennial than AirPod deals going down in fast food restaurants. It's kind of hilarious.
So I jokingly sent her an offer of $50. She replied back to me with $70.
Kyle is completely floored by this. He has no idea that she was going to come back with something so low.
And I'm like, wow, I'm about to get a set of AirPods here for a decent deal. And so I came back to her and I said, we'll meet in the middle at 60. And she said, done deal. And now I got myself a set of AirPods. Let's go.
So what you're going to learn about Kyle over the course of these videos is that his memory, especially his short term, it's a little suspect. It's, you know, it's a little off at times. I could tell him we're doing something, and then 5 minutes later, he'll instantly forget where we're going.
So we had got back to the expo from having lunch at Wendy's. And for some reason, Wendy's just didn't agree with me. So I went and took care of business.
We decided, okay, we're gonna go split. We're gonna go sit down and charge the camera. And so he comes back and digs into his pocket, flips open the thing, kind of looks down, looks at us, and then walks away.
In case you didn't know, AirPods come in a case, and they're supposed to stay in the case. So that's when I realized I had dropped my AirPods in the bathroom.
And we're absolutely floored by this. We're like, did he seriously forget his AirPods in a public bathroom? Oh my.
Found the AirPods in the closet piss tank.
Were you beeping them?
Oh, absolutely. Everyone's in there. What's that? Like, help me find my AirPods.
Bert and Ernie.
Do you know how hard it is to find AirPods in the bathroom with the hair dryer or the hand dryer going constantly and a lot of dudes talking constantly? It is not fun.
I can't even believe that. Wow. This card I got my eye on right here. No one shows enough love to women's hockey, and I need to. You never see women's hockey stuff at conventions like these. It is so incredibly rare. And to find a patch auto, I was floored. I was absolutely stunned that I even saw it there. Would you do a fresh, crisp $20 bill for it?
Absolutely, sir.
I love it.
Sounds like a deal.
Thank you so much, man.
No problem. If you are looking for the female hockey stuff, I have one more card like that. I believe it's a patch on it.
Who is it? Marie-Philippe Poulin has probably been one of my top 5 hockey players for, I'd say, the last half a decade. She got 2 goals in the 2010 gold medal game, one of which ended up being the winner, and then she got the overtime power play 4-on-3 gold medal winner in 2014. Try saying that a bunch of times fast. You can't. And just seeing her skill, seeing the way she can handle the puck, score goals, come in clutch for a nation is truly admirable.
You know, I am really surprised that Marie-Philippe Poulin does not have a restraining order against Phil.
I'm not even a stalker, jerk.
Okay, buddy. Stop tweeting at her.
That's a huge reason why I love going to conventions. There's always vendors who are going to be willing to work with you. There's always people who are going to be there to make deals with you. Because in the end, they're hockey fans too. They're collectors too. They know what it's like to want something so bad and to finally see someone else have it. You know, there's like kind of that bond, that camaraderie that, hey, I've been in your situation before. You know, I can empathize with what you are. This is just gonna sit here so I can get rid of it and you can get a good deal on it. Everybody wins.
519 Hockey Cards. We are not a store, but we are online. We do a lot of online stuff: eBay, Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. You'll find us everywhere. Brandon and Shane are the ones to ask for.
$20 for a Marie-Philippe Poulin patch auto. I'm doing that deal any day of the week. Every day of the week, in fact. And that is a card that is so slick to have.
I love it.
Much. Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Cheers, man.
Worries. Thank you very much.
You guys do this for 10? Seeing a Jenna Hefford signed 8x10 for $10, you don't pass up on things like that. Multi-time gold medal winner, former CWHL commissioner. She's a huge voice and presence in growing the women's game. You just, like I said, you don't pass up on that, man. It's a great deal. You gotta go for it.
You know, it's a shame that there's not a big spotlight on women's hockey. These women are so talented, and they deserve so much more than what they are getting.
Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. Thank you.
So I found a vendor at the expo who had the Freddie Anderson card that I wanted. He had a price tag on it of $40, and I hemmed and hawed about it, and then I went over to talk to Phil about it, and he reassured me that it was indeed a good price and that I should probably buy it.
$40. I think you gotta do it, man. Frederick Anderson, this is on your list. You have to do it.
Yeah.
If you genuinely don't, I will be shocked. I might even buy it. I think you gotta.
If you're gonna buy it, I'm gonna buy it before you.
Yeah, so you know what? I think I'm gonna buy it.
Well, then I'm buying it.
All right, fine, yours. You're lucky it's on your list, jerk. Now, I know Kyle's been going for the Leafs Young Guns set for the past, I'd say, year and a bit now. And it's kind of been cool just as, like, you know, his best friend, seeing him piece together this, like, full team set. Let's be real, a lot of these big name players, their card value, it's pretty up here. It's pretty high up there.
So, I mean, for $40, I had to buy it right then and there.
I really should have bought it.
Oh, yeah? $80, bud.
Oh, wow. Frederick Anderson, he's a great goalie. I would even say top 10 in this league. And for the price he paid, I should have just bought it. You know, he's lucky. You know, I'm as good a friend as I am. I should have bought it, Kyle.
You know it's going home with your boy.
Your boy. Yeah, Mr. Oliver Ekman Larson here. Okay. Oliver Ekman Larson, a wickedly talented defenseman, an absolute man rocket. He's just a beacon of light on that Arizona blue line. I mean, I like this guy so much. Look, I have his jersey. I have his jersey. How many people do you know out there have an Arizona Coyotes jersey that aren't Arizona Coyotes fans? I bet the number's pretty darn low. I bet it's low. $30, yes sir.
Checking in for that Brian, Lucas Robinson.
Are you Ekman Larson fan?
Huge, buddy. I got his jersey, everything, man. Young Guns, I needed the future watch, and that was it. I've watched him play for many, many years since he's been drafted, and he is just so good offensively and defensively. It is so hard to shine in a place like Arizona, but yet OEL makes his presence known.
You know, Oliver Ekman Larson is a pretty good hockey player. He's one of those players that I would hate to play against, but love to have him on my team. And I knew that once Phil and I saw his Future Watch card, that Phil wasn't leaving without that card.
West Sports Cards, Edmonton, Alberta.
I love it. West Sports Cards, Edmonton.
You know, come to think of it, I'm kind of surprised that he doesn't have a restraining order against Phil either.
Dude, come on! Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a good one. And nice to meet you guys.
Yes, perfect. Thank you, man. Every time. So something that's really awesome about these conventions is you never know who's going to show up for guests, but you never know who's going to show up for vendors as well. And one of the vendors this year just happened to be Hockey Hall of Famer Marcel Dionne.
I think those two guys can do a commercial. Look at them.
Yeah, I think so.
I think we need to make that happen. At this point in time, Cal and I are thinking this is a no-brainer. We got to get a picture or something signed by Marcel Dionne.
You guys supply the beer, I'll set you up.
Sounds good.
Can we make that happen?
We can. I'll
make
go
that
right
happen.
now.
It's pretty amazing to see someone with the accomplishments of Marcel Dionne just out and about with fans, and how he always comes to these conventions. He's always having a good time, makes you respect these legends even more. We're just standing there, we're joking, we're laughing, he's telling us we could be in a commercial, and we're just accepting of it. We're like, yeah, heck, we can arrange that, man, we can get that going. And how do you pick a picture of a legend like that? You know what I did? I said, nah, you know what? Mr. Legend, Mr. Marcel Dionne, sir, you go ahead, you pick the picture.
He was a wonderful guy. He's out there taking pictures with everyone, signing autographs on the spot, making conversation with you. He actually wants to talk to you. He's overall just a very nice guy.
So meeting Marcel Dionne is absolutely an incredible experience. It's always amazing to meet a legend of the game, someone who holds records in franchises, even records of all time in top 10 lists, someone of his stature. Just talking with them, it's truly an honor. They've done so much more for the game than we can even imagine, and to even get 5 to 10 face-to-face minutes with them is just something that's truly amazing.
Wonderful!
You want to see what heaven looks like? There you go, right there, 3 Barkovs. Whoa! Look at that. Oh, Alexander Barkov, Sasha Barkov, he's just an absolute beauty.
Phil really likes Alexander Barkov. Like, I don't think I've ever met anybody who's more of a fan of Barkov than Phil.
Barkov is just absolutely wickedly talented, and it's cool to see him kind of get his respect that he deserves now, but it kind of sucks for me because, you know, his value of cards is slowly starting to go up and up.
You can buy them all if you want.
$50 is still a lot of money.
Man, it's $50, dude. Like that's a lot of like what I spend.
Yeah, but it's the only one that we've seen.
But like I have a feeling I can get it cheaper though. Is the thing though. 20, like no, like I can maybe try for like 40.
How long have you been looking to find it though?
God, that's true. A lot, dude. Like a long time.
$50 is a good deal.
But you know that feeling where it's like I think I can like get it just cheaper, but it's just like, do I risk it like waiting, or do I just get it now?
You know what? Just if I was you, I would just buy it, because I mean you've been wanting it for a while, and it's the first one we've seen.
I think you're right, dude. I think I'm gonna have to. Honestly, I think I just gotta bite the bullet.
There you go, sir. That is yours. $50, well, a lot of money. A great card. I had to pick it up, and this is going to be a card that I'm going to be keeping in my collection for a very, very, very long time.
Thank you very much, sir.
No problem. Anytime.
Game Face Sports. Guy's not here, but he's a beauty.
Mats Sundin is just an absolute legend. He was a player that I looked up to growing up. He was the leader of the franchise and one of their most prominent goal scorers, point getters. I think he's the leader in points and goals for both.
Mats Sundin, El Capitano of my Toronto Maple Leafs. Boy, what a beauty. 95% of the time, he was that clutch goal scorer that we needed. And, you know, like, he's a Swedish beauty with no flow, but that flow on the ice, though, that's something to look at.
And to finally meet someone that I looked up to finally meet a legend like Mats Sundin, it's something that I can't put into words, and it's something that I will never forget.
Oh, thank you very much, Matt.
You're welcome.
Dude, I didn't see that quarter.
Overall, I had a blast at the Sport Card and Memorabilia Expo. Between meeting a couple of Hockey Hall of Famers, to getting a few Travis Dermott pieces for my collection, to adding the Freddie Anderson card that I needed. Other than, you know, the Airpod mishap, what an expo.
If I'm to give any advice to anybody who's thinking about going to these conventions, it would be to bring a lot of money, because I guarantee you there'll be at least 15 to 20 to 30 things that you're going to want to buy. And you're going to have to learn to prioritize, you're going to have to learn to basically decide what things are going to hold more value to you. But, you know, having a lot of money makes that decision and makes that challenge a little bit easier if you come with a pretty big bankroll. So bring a lot of money. What I can say for certain is that whenever there's a Sport Card and Memorabilia Expo, you can bet your bottom dollar that I'll be there.
My name is Kyle Henry. So, you know how hard it is? Wait, what? And if you know anything about AirPods, you know that they stay in the
What? What?
Phil, you know when we got home I had to use the washroom?
Yeah. No.
Yeah, I think they're in there again.
No, you're actually lying. Like they got to be in your pockets or something. Like they have to be in your pockets.
I'll play the sound right now, but I don't think they're there.
Oh my god, I literally can't trust you. Like I don't hear them here. You've actually got to be kidding me. You've got to be kidding me. Damn it, Kyle! It's your freaking AirPods stapled to your damn head.
Thanks, bud. Throw them back in. Oh, frig.
$200 and he can't even keep it in his pants.
So, if you know anything about AirPods, you know how they stay in the case, right?